Hi guys, welcome to the Quiver podcast. So I am Brian and today I am joined by Willie
Yellow.
and Vic.
Good day, everybody.
Yeah, it really is a good day and we say that despite
Is it
our teams
really?
losing. Yeah, despite our teams losing, first the Lady Archers lost 63 to 72 against the NU Lady Bulldogs. And then a couple of hours later, the men's team followed, losing a 54-63 that marked the Archers' second loss this campaign. But fortunately, a silver lining to this day is at least our brothers from the other side of Taft, CSB, won a big game against San Beda. So congratulations to them. Ang score medyo sumobra sa timpla ni Willie 70 to 62.
Oh,
So,
nice lang, hindi super nice.
Blame mo
baka
si
dapat
Justin
ni-review nila,
Sanchez.
stepping. Stepping.
Oo,
Baka
baka
Oo.
yung free throw.
stepping.
Ano?
Pina-review dapat, pina-review.
We were 1 point away from greatness.
1 point
Ayan,
over
so,
greatness.
1 point over
over.
greatness tayo.
Over.
Over.
Sumobra eh, sumobra.
Next time, gayahin niyo si Gab Cometa.
Oo, gayahin niyo si Gab. Ano ba yan, binild? Gayahin niyo si Gab. Nice.
Nice.
Alam niyang maging nice.
Mr. Nice Guy.
Yes,
Gab
Mr. Nice Guy,
Cometa.
Gab Cometa.
Yeah, let's just mention it to our listeners and viewers, no? I mean, of course, we mainly covered the Green Archers, but a bit of painting the picture sa CSB. This win was big kasi nanalo rin Mapua, and currently they're level in the standings with Benid
Yep.
owning the tiebreak for number one. So I think CSB is one win away from locking that number one seed, which is crucial kasi lumalabas ngayon number three ang San Beda, the defending champions there. So, I mean, ngayon, they'd hold on to that kasi it's an easier matchup regardless. But anyway, to another number one seed na sure na. Now, let's talk about our Green Archers. So they lost 54 to 63 to the already eliminated NU Bulldogs. First, guys, I wanna see your reaction. Maybe let's go first to Willie. How do you make sense of that result?
Ah, ano yung ano yun, I actually was semi-watching the game kasi, of course, salaryman problems. So, every chance I get, bukas ng Pilipinas Live app. Tapos, it's like every time I take a quick peek, down pa rin tayo. Pero, it's like, looking at the comments, it's like people were making it out into a bigger problem than it is. And eventually, yes, a lot of things went wrong for the team, but yung napansin ko is like, even if our shooting was shit, our turnover situation is also shit as usual. And then, but we somehow managed to stick around much closer than what the stats would convey, no? It's like from yung bad shooting night na yun and yung turnover situation, I would expect na tambak tayo, but surprisingly, it's like the spread was just 4 to 5 points. So I think the effort was there. It was a strong effort being shown by the team. Unfortunately, in terms of execution nga, medyo lacking tayo doon. And I don't know, man. Ano yun, I didn't want the team to lose this game kasi nga, alam na natin, it's going to be a long wait until the next one, Final Four na kagad. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Ano yun? Would it would it have been better to lose now than later on? I can't wrap my hand around it. Eh. Like di ko pa alam kung how I'm supposed to feel. But yeah,
How
those are
about
my
and
sentiments.
how about you, Vic? When before this game tipped off, you were saying ang pangit ng feeling if talo tayo in this game, and here it is. Talo tayo. We have to face that head on. No excuses. What is your reaction to this result?
I have to be honest, malungkot. Kasi it's a non-bearing game pero paulit-ulit ko tong sinasabi na it's really nice to have a good springboard into the playoffs coming off a win. Especially there's a long break. So, ang tagal nang aantayin mo bago ka makabawi. So, right now, ang iniisip ko, sana hindi sobrang gigil yung team come our Final Four game. Kasi ako yun yung one of what's running through my mind is baka pagdating ng Final Four game nga natin, may halong gigil kasi nga of that attitude that you wanted to get back on track. Gigil ka na gusto mo makabawi. Kaya it may affect how we're going to play on our Final Four game. Kaya preferably talaga I really would have wanted a win. I mean, ano naman kahit in the previous episodes, medyo consistent ako on that desire. Hats off to NU. They did what they're supposed to do in the game kanina. Well, I think for us, it's really more of ano ba? We stuck too much on our game plan. Pero yun nga, let's see how kasi baka mamaya meron ka pang follow-up questions. I am preempting them. So, yun lang. Ang ano ko sana, it will be a test for the team kasi mahaba yung break. So, test siya in the sense na what's the outlook, ano yung magiging aura and attitude natin come our Final Four game, which malalaman lang natin yung makakalaban natin by next week ba? Tama, by
At the very earliest.
When's the last natin?
November 20,
20, no?
no, 23.
23.
Kasi for some reason, hiniwalay nila yung atin na yung Adamson game.
Okay, so
yun yung final, no? Yung na-postpone game.
Yeah, nung bagyong Christine. So, yun yung magiging natin, mag-aantay tayo kung sino yung makakalaban natin. Hopefully, when we get back on track sa Final Four game natin, I hope walang epekto, walang bakas nung pagkatalo na to kanina.
Ayan, so let's look first, of course, the flow of the game. I watched it personally sa UST, of all places. Felt like going back to school, and I guess by going to school, we learn a lot of things, including from this game. Ang daming natutunan. On a weekday, kasi yung mga previous games natin, weekends, wala nang klase. Ito, meron. But more on a more serious note, the game started really slow for us. We fell into a 9-1 hole to start the quarter, but we cannot really say that it was a slow start by how the first quarter ended. We managed to pull level 17 all to start the first. I think NU created a bit of separation towards the second quarter, and that was punctuated by Tebol Garcia stepping up for them, while the main guards, Steve Nash Enriquez and Reynaldo Mamay, were sitting rotation. Baga he made his minutes count. We didn't have an answer to that. Maybe it was a strong punch to get NU going for them. Tapos, no third quarter, we had just 7 points. While NU also scored just 9, but considering na naghahabol tayo, that wasn't something nice to see. So, I summarized those 3 quarters kasi tatanungin ko, when you were glancing or watching the game in the first 3 periods, was there anything that concerned you with how our players played?
Ako siguro it's looking at yung siguro nasasakto ko lang din when I took a peek at the games. It would always either be a missed free throw or a turnover from traveling. So it's like the traveling situation is kind of frustrating already for me since alam mo na nga na the officials are calling it tighter than before. It's been consistently tight yung traveling call na yun all throughout the season. And siguro as a coach, it's also frustrating to see kasi wala ka ng control dun . Player na kagad yun for them to adjust. And I felt na we could have, adjusted better with yung traveling calls. ayun nga, with in terms of how they move, no, how they executed yung mga plays nila. Ayun, and then on the other hand, free throws na although sanay ako. I'm sure sanay na rin kayo na very streaky talaga tayo when it comes to yung free throw shooting natin, but sayang pa rin talaga na I think it was in the third or sa third and the fourth na we were able to really take advantage of NU fouling us in the paint. But unfortunately, we weren't able to really convert yung mga free throws na yun, which I'm not sure if it like affected them na rather than taking it hard in the paint, they were trying to go for yung mga equalizer na 3-point shots. I don't know, pero those were the two things na napansin ko whenever I managed to sneak a look into the game.
How about you, Vic? Any interesting notes? Of course, as part of the Lady Archers, diba, you've also already had this ambience of the USD Quadricentennial Pavilion. Anything you can liken to your experience to the Green Archers then kanina?
Ako kayo na naghahanap ako ng mid-range game. Kasi very clear kanina, it's either we attack hard or we kick out and take a three. Ilang beses ko naman na rin to nabanggit sa atin sa GC natin na playing there for 2 seasons, it's really really difficult to get your shots going yan sa QPAV. So we parang naging habit na namin na even from time to time tumitira pa rin talaga ng tres, but it's a conscious parang habit mo na talaga na mag mid-range ka or take it strong to the basket rather than parang mas expected ko na mintish yung open na tres, mas nakakagulat para sa akin pag shoot yung open na tres. Yun yung level of kumpiyansa ko dyan sa QPAV. Kaya ang ko kanina sa game natin was I was looking for a middle part gaming. Kasi it's either we shoot a three or we attack hard. We attack hard to the basket. So, yun lang sana yung hinanap ko kanina. And another one, I think, is we didn't force enough turnovers. Parang we just forced NU to commit 11 turnovers. Given...
12, I get what you mean.
Parang given into the situation na hindi ka nakaka-shoot sa labas. Parang you need to find other ways to score, which is put pressure in defense, create force turnovers to your opponents to score easy baskets in a gym like that. Yun yung primary comments ko sana na nangyari kanina, that maybe would have let us get that 13th win. Pero sabi nga nila baka malas nga talaga. So hinayaan na tayo na mag 12 wins kasi baka pag nag 13 malas eh.
Pwede yan kasi we never know. I think once pa lang yata tayo nag-champion
na 13th. Magandang balikan. When was the last time we were 13-1 and we won the title?
Di ba 2016?
2016 lang.
Yeah.
Natalo tayo ng Ateneo. Natalo tayo Ateneo on the very last game, no?
Okay.
So the very last elimination game.
So at least there's a good omen naman pala. There's a good omen. It's not a bad thing after all. Kasi before 2016, the last 13-1 team was also the 2002 team yata yan that also lost on the final elimination round game also against Ateneo. So yun yung that's the So at least there's a good omen to follow. Hindi naman sa sinasabing masyado tayo nagpapaniwala sa mga sa mga superstation, napapagkwentuhan lang naman natin sa episode. Pero yun, lang talaga, there were things kasi ang what's with us sa atin is just like in the FEU game, if we don't shoot well, we always compensate it with our second chance points and inside baskets. Which is yung inside baskets natin, bulk of them come from our second chance points. No, it's because of the luxury that we have sa mga na we have four quality big men that we can rotate at any point in the game. So we did that kanina. So I think we had, I don't know, 17 second chance points eh. So that's just, I think that's just fine. Pero ang naging ano natin siguro is yun nga, we weren't able, parang konti lang ng points of turnovers natin kasi we only forced NU to commit 11 turnovers. Not sure about sa fast break points din. So kasi yun nga eh, if your offense is not, if your offense is not picking up, normally you would press and well, di naman full court press, but you try to be mas madiin on defense, sa on-ball defense mo para at least try to get try to force your opponents to commit turnovers. But anyway, yun nga, baka sabihin naman ng may mga viewers tayo na magsabi na ano na panalo na nga eh. I mean, no bearing, but we're still over-analyzing. But just to explain my side sa mga viewers natin ang thinking ganun. Yun nga, kasi I'm just coming from the perspective na it's still a good thing to get into the playoffs na galing ka sa panalo than galing ka sa talo. So, ako dun lang ako na gagaling. That's why I try to think ano bang what went wrong kanina, ano bang pwedeng mas ano pa to nagawa pa ng tama. Kasi I think in line naman with Coach Topex as what he mentioned last Sunday, laban naman siya for this game eh. So I think there's also nothing wrong by taking a look at ano ba nangyari, ano yung pwedeng kasi what we have learned from this game, who knows, di ba? Maybe, or definitely, baka may mapulot tayo dito sa talo na to na we can bring into our Final Four game, which is, I have to say, walang madaling kalaban din doon. Kasi, pag Final Four, you already throw away whatever record, whatever stat you had in your elimination round games. Ibang, it's a whole new different ball game, a different animal. So ayun po, yun yung ano natin. That's why we talk about it. Maybe we can get some things that we can, yung learnings natin sa pagkatalo kanina, we can pick up bits and pieces here and there that we can apply onto our next game kung sino mang team yun.
Yan, maganda na banggit mo yun, Vic, because I'm gonna ask you something speculative lang. Not something na we can know for sure. Kasi wala naman tayo sa locker room, di ba? Do you think na yung mga, like what you were saying, you were looking for the mid-range or we didn't really force a lot of turnovers? From how I saw the game kanina, we didn't really press that hard. There were attempts, pero to NU's credit, they also found ways to break the press. So parang, tingin mo may leeway ba yung team to have a creative freedom or to tinker with their approach na tipong if this works, maybe we can go with this, but if this doesn't work, let's not go back to it anymore. May tingin mo may ganong aspect na with how they approach the game kanina?
That I'm not too sure kasi hindi ko naman alam kung anong instructions din sa kanila ni Coach Topex or the whole coaching staff, no, kung ano talaga yung ano nila kanina, but ako, hula ko lang naman to. Kasi since nung Adamson game, we were really hot on that gym, surprisingly. Na sobra akong gulat na gulat. Kasi nga, ang hirap talagang makashoot sa QPAV. And yet, back in our Adamson game in QPAV as well, sobrang init natin eh. So, ako, ang iniisip ko na lang, I hope I'm right, na sige, let's stick with that game plan. Let's stay to that. Let's stay to what we normally do, na let's take shots from the outside and see baka at some point in the fourth quarter meron na ring mahuhulog dyan. That's why wala masyadong naging adjustment to our game. Pero yun nga, we had open attempts, hindi lang talaga nahuhulog. Pero nga, factor nga talaga doon is, sorry to say, paulit-ulit ako dito, yung the court there really iba yung ano doon, iba yung ano ba, aura, iba yung ano nung court na yun eh. So that's why I think sa atin sa ating quiver team, I think we can somehow at some point agree na if this was played in MOA or in Araneta with all those open shots that we had, I think we took 35 attempts. Tama ba? I think we took 35 attempts from deep as far as I remember. So
24 lang. We only made one.
One of ba tayo? Sorry. One of 24
Yeah,
or
one out
one
of 24.
Okay. Yung one of 24 na yan, kung sa MOA or sa Araneta tayo naglaro, baka maybe ilan dun na hulog eh. Or mga 6 or 7 or probably 8.
Siya.
Yeah. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
Nahulog na yung mga open shots na yun if we played in MOA and Araneta eh. So, I think that's one thing that ayoko sabing consolation prize, but 1.4 thought as well. If you think of ano bang nangyari sa game na to. We stuck with our identity na talagang yun yung ano natin kasi open shot naman din talaga eh. So you'll have to take it. So yun lang ang ano lang syempre is that if you're already missing those number of attempts at some point you try to adjust as well. Pero I think factor na rin siguro Bri kasi nga no bearing game din eh. So parang let's keep on doing what we're doing and see what happens in the end kung ano yung magiging final result on those decision points that had to be made.
Ayan, that's a good way to at least put an insight to it kasi syempre, diba, we all have our ways to look at this defeat. Sa akin, maganda na I got a chance to talk to Coach Lopez sa press con then after. And there wasn't, I mean, of course, it's not happy kasi, I mean, even if it's a game with bearing or non-bearing, a loss is still a loss, diba?
Yes,
We're not going to sugarcoat it.
Yes.
Yep.
But I guess he brought calm to the table, literally, by just saying he acknowledged that there will be off days, there will be mistakes made by players. Siguro, and hindi naman din nila dinafarek na dahil lang sa kanilang laro kaya sila natalo. You also have to give where credit is due. Like when we lost to UE, the first thing that were in our minds is they really stuck to the game plan and worked it to perfection against LaSalle. But even then, they almost lost that game. And I would like to think na at 53-50, if one of Kevin Kiambao's threes went in there, 53 all, different complexion to the game. Not to say we will win that automatically kung pumasok yun, but at 53-53, you will have pressured you much more effectively. Mapapaisap sila what sequence they will make. Kasi pag lamang ka, diba, syempre psychologically, if hindi ka maka-convert, di bawi ka na lang sa depensa. But kung tabla yan, you cannot afford to do the same. It's more of you really have to keep scoring against each other. So tingin ko yun yung yung pivotal play lang na had it gone in, who knows? Maybe we could still have lost, but at least iba yung complexion ng game. But apart from that, anything positive you might want to pick up from this game? Kung na-remember kayo ng coaching staff, kasi sabi nila they learned a lot of things from this game eh. So maybe Vic, I'll start with you. What did you learn from this game?
Ako yung I think this is one of the better games ni Henry Agunane.
Yes.
So I think that's one thing that one takeaway para sa akin. Yun nga, medyo okay yung game niya kanina overall. It's just unfortunate that it didn't result to a win, pero that's one good thing na pwede kong dalhin from this game na sana magtuloy-tuloy kasi um, it's still best to have all your four bigs na maaasahan mo eh. Kung kailan mo man sila balak utilize and ipasok sa loob ng game, ang laking luxury niyan eh. That's one advantage that we will really have kung sino man makakalaban natin sa Final Four, and God willing makalagpas tayo ng Final Four, makabalik ulit tayo ng finals. It's um ang laking bagay. Ang laking bagay. So ako yun yung una ko talagang napansin kanina among anything else. Sabi ko, okay, to at least there's an improvement that I see na pwedeng dalhin sa next games natin.
How about you, Willie? Anything to add aside from Akunane showing up, not just in this game, but also in the previous game against UP? Like, he deserved his flowers, played well the last two games. Another thing, maybe, may baka pa bang nakita from that game? Positive.
Ako siguro, what I see positive here is the team is showing that they aren't solely reliant on Kevin delivering and scoring for them. Of course, I mean, everyone wants Kevin to contribute, no? He's really a major part of yung offense and defense natin. But what I liked seeing is that whenever Kevin isn't performing up to his usual self, you see someone else step up. And in this game, it was Mike Phillips again who stepped up when Kevin was struggling. Not just him, of course. We also saw contributions from Raven. Raven had another solid game. Of course, Henry, another solid game, and that's what siguro one of the other positive things that I can take from this game. No, other than using this game as an avenue, no, to, as what coach mentioned in the press conference, na they will just see what they can get out of this loss, work on yung mga bad habits nila over the long break. Hopefully, yun nga, to take into consideration heading into the Final Four. But yeah, it's nice to see someone else step up when someone is struggling in the team, na we can show na this team isn't solely reliant on Kevin for output.
Vic, sorry, bago ako pumunta kay Vic or kay Willie. Additional nugget lang. Willie, alam mo bang 6 out of 9 field goals si Mike Phillips today?
Yun. 6 out of 9.
6 out of 9.
Yan. 6 out of 9.
Shout out yan.
Tapos, medyo sumobra yung free throw attempts niya eh. 6 out of 10.
Oh, almost nice.
Almost nice. Still nice.
Almost
still nice.
Pero, Bri,
can't have it all.
Iyan ako na lang din since andyan, we're on this topic. I think, ang ano dito is, we can all hope for it will be another springboard to another win streak. Alam mo yun? Kasi,
yes, oo nga.
Last season, we had a long win streak that got snapped in game 1 of the finals. Eh. So, I think if we got our win streak snapped in the last game of eliminations, we can all just hope for that yung Final Four onto finals. It will be another win streak for us. Sana talaga.
Funny you said
actually,
that kasi yun din nasa isip ko. Noong 2013, 'di ba, we had this long streak. We won 7 sa elimination, and
tapos
then
talo din tayo game 1 ng finals nun eh.
We won twice against We won twice against FEU.
Yeah.
One to win the playoff for 2, and then second is to win the twice to don't use
yung mismong Final Four na.
And then 9 wins yun, 'di ba? Tapos natalo tayo sa game 1 against UST, and then we won games 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then last season nga, we won 8 straight, beat NU in the Final Four, and then lost. So parang hanggang 9 lang yata yung kaya natin win.
Yung buhay natin, para tayong pusa.
Bago nagre-reset na naman.
Oo, para tayong pusa na re-reset, yeah.
Single digit lang. Masyadong greedy. But I mean, if those seasons show something, diba, promising, parang okay, maybe we can start another win streak like what you said, and ang daming pwede mangyari in the upcoming 3 weeks. of course, what we would hope for the best is yung health ng players
Yes.
natin.
Walang,
Let's
wala
not be
nang,
selfish. Let's not be selfish. Wag lang health ng players natin, health ng lahat. I mean, we don't want an upcoming opponent to have an injured player then, 'di ba? Parang what we want in
Yeah.
AWP is to have as many players as possible na available.
pati
Regardless
pre,
ng
we don't want undermanned opponents. We don't
Oo.
want we don't
Let's not
want
give that
undermanned.
excuse. Oo.
It's
Mga
not.
sabihin, wala si referee. Di joke.
Oo, walang referee kaya natalo kami. Oh, di ba? Hindi mahirap 'yun. Kasi,
Or baka magsisi ng
kasi bro,
commentator,
hindi
no?
ka rin mananalo pag walang referee. Sabi, walang laro.
walang tatawag. Walang laro. Cancel.
Walang laro. Postponed yun.
Kaya,
Pero, Bray, maganda nga
for
din.
the health of
Oo.
everyone.
Maganda din yan. I think, echoing din some of the comments, no, from yung Green Archer Nation comments, no, from the post on our loss. Okay naman. So, marami naman yung, of course, we see sentiments across all spectrums, no, yung mga, of course, disappointed, yung mga iba, medyo okay lang. Pero it's nice to, siguro, going back to Vic mentioning na yung loss na to could be a springboard nga towards another win streak. As we've seen historically, Lasalla's managed to bounce back very well coming off a loss. To recently lang, no, sa first round. So it's kind of like it gives that jolt of reality, yung reality check for the team, no, to remind them na they're on this win streak. They just beat UP. Baka naman, it's something to remind them that they're only human. Then naman, no one is invincible. So, kahit paano, we take that as another positive, no, na we learn. And it's another timely reminder before heading into the all-important games of the semis and the finals, hopefully.
So, on that note, tatanong ko kasi, diba, we are 6-1 in the second round. We won 6 straight and then lost the last one. Considering that there were already close calls in UST, in FEU, maybe to a stretch even UE, do you think that if there was one game that we could have dropped, okay lang na, masasabi natin na okay lang itong game na to na lang kaysa natalo sa UE or natalo sa UST or natalo sa FEU way ahead? Or would you have wanted na doon na lang natalo than in this non-bearing game against NU? Maybe Willie muna and then
siguro ako, for me, medyo mahirap kasi of course I would want na wala tayong talo, no, dire-diretso, but with the benefit of hindsight, I guess this loss doesn't sting as much kasi alam naman natin na non-bearing, unlike the previous games before, talagang may possible impact pa rin siya to whether we on yung placements, no, in the Final Four and whether we get that twice to beat. So if I had to choose, ayoko ng talo. But for the sake of argument, I'm better off with this loss, knowing na everything's set. The top 2 seeds are already, the twice to beat advantage is already given for us and for UP. So medyo I'm okay to live with this kind of loss.
Before we
Here,
go to Vic, naalala ko lang yung prediction ni Willie nung nag-start tayo. 12-2, talo sa UE, talo sa NU. So congrats!
Alam mo, ito yung mga predictions na ayaw ko sana nagkatotoo pero it's like natakot tuloy ako. Pero I guess sabi ko na parang, medyo big brain moment ako nung preview Nag-iisip ako, nagkatotoo.
How about
Unfortunately,
you?
my predictions
mo na yun nga, well, there are sometimes you're right but you don't want to be right.
Oo, tama.
Nasabi mo na kanina na yes, pangit na talo, but considering na would you still have chosen na ito yung talo natin kung matatalo? Kung alam natin matatalo din tayo sa second round, would this loss have been a better one than the other games na may close calls?
Oo naman. Kasi wala na Kasi it's a non-bearing game na rin So I will always choose this loss. Kasi yung if we had lost in the earlier part of the second round, who knows kung anong implications meron yun sa mga next games natin eh. So, yun, I will still take this loss kasi wala naman eh. Set naman na tayo with the twice to beat and set na rin tayo as the number 1 team entering the final four.
Ayan, so I'm asking now is we've seen players like Konov and Alian suit up on the court kanina. Of course, there were talks diba na approaching this game, maybe some of our fans are hoping less minutes for the usual players and more minutes for the players that were not getting the minutes that many think they could use in this game. With how these guys utilize their playing time, I think si Matt Rubico lang and Isaiah Phillips yung hindi nakapasok sa court. I was gonna make a joke kanina eh, kasi sabi mo hindi po mapasok yung tres. So naalala ko si Isaiah Phillips sa 3. Sana pinasok na lang siya.
Dapat sinugalan natin eh. Baka sakali siya lang ang susi.
Diba?
Oo.
The zone breaker.
Sayang yun.
Yeah. Naalala ko lang din eh. Kasi gusto ko sumingit kanina. Sabi ko, hindi pumapasok yung mga tres tapos nandun yung kaisa-isang 100% 3-point
diba?
shooter.
Nasa atin yung walang mintis na shooter. Di
sa QPAB.
Ginamit.
Never miss.
Sa QPAB pa. Never miss sa QPAB.
Never miss kahit sa QPAB. Walang mintis.
Ayan. Siguro, si Rubico hindi pinalaro kasi sabi ni Willie si Alian daw siya eh. Kasi Alian yung pinasok kanina.
Baka mamaya magkamali naman ako.
Kaya nga eh.
But yun, I'm going back to that na we played 13 players kanina. Isaiah Phillips, Matt Rubico were DNPs due to coach's decision, and then si Earl obviously still out injured. So 13 players, we saw Konov and Alian being inserted in some portions of the game. Sadly they didn't make much of an impact. But what did you make of their playing time? Do you think they should have just been given more time kung alam na ba natin matatalo, or you were just happy na kahit ganun lang yung time nila on the floor? Vic?
Kasi the only thing that you can do there really is put your best effort out there on the floor. Eh. So, mahirap naman malaman na at that point, at that stretch of the game, medyo mahirap din naman kagad isync sa utak mo na if I'm part of the coaching staff, it's difficult to, well, hindi difficult, pangit tignan kung at that point na pinapasok mo sila kasi nasa isip mo na kung alam lang pala natin na di ba, na matatalo tayo.
True naman, yeah.
But basically, there's a reason why Ethan and Konov was put in. Kasi nga, medyo talaga struggling din yung others. Lahat ng hinuhugot, medyo struggling. So, siya, Coach Topex tried to pull some people from the bench to probably change the energy and tempo of the game. So, on the minutes, wala akong complaint doon. I think it's just right. Kasi talagang you're just trying to test them eh. Baka sakaling by putting those players on the court, magbago yung takbo ng flow ng game. So, I think it's just fine. And I think yun lang talaga eh. You can hope for that they can bring something to the table, which unfortunately we weren't able to chip away pa rin yung lead ni Enyo at that point when Ethan and Konov was playing.
Yeah, we saw that in the UP game diba, when Rubico, ayan, lilinawin na natin, Matt Rubico.
Kasi si Willie, magagalit sa'yo si Rubico niyan eh.
Sorry na, boss. I-unblock mo na ako, boss. Unblock mo na ako.
Willie, dinig ka, siguro si Coach Topex nanonood. Sabi niya, si Willie sinabi si Alian. Kaya kanina, yun na.
Si Alian naman.
Si Alian yung ginamit. Baka mamaya sabihin, si Alian ipapasok ko para sabihin ni Willie sa recording si Rubico.
Dapat pala nagkamali ako, imbis na si Konov ang sabihin. Dapat si Isaiah.
Dapat si Isaiah Phillips pala sinabi mo last nung linggo para sa ginamit. Sayang.
Mr. One of One yun.
Oo.
Can't miss. But jokes aside, yun naisip ko, like, what we saw that in the UP game when Matt Rubico was called to play minutes ni Josh. He did stellar in that game. I mean, it would be unfair to say na Konov and Alian didn't make the same impact. I mean, we know they did, pero syempre, different opponent, different stage, different venue. It's just how it panned out. NU also, they really had players na maybe playing for minutes in season 88 kasi mukhang marami ding players na papasok sa team nila come next season. So syempre, there are players out there who are trying to impress so that maging lock sila into certain minutes. Like Tebol Garcia, diba? And si Santiago, those guys,
Sino bro yung isa pang kasabay ni Tebol from Adamson na nag-NU din? The name is slipping.
Is it Francisco ba? Was it him?
Di ko maalala. Basta yan sila, dalawang key players siya ng Adamson, yung nag-champion na, yung high school champion team ng Adamson, dalawa yan sila na nag-NU. Hindi ko maalala yung isa, parang si Tebol lang yun na line up if I recall.
Baka nga hindi na line up yung isa. Yeah, baka nasa team B or some.
So,
we'll see. At least natuwa ako sa NU press conference kanina ni Coach Jeff Napa kasi at least yung NU Bullpups na nasa nila ngayon, nasa hanay nila ngayon. Mukhang tatry na nila umangat talaga sa NU. Baka mamaya ma-detour pa yan sa Diliman or somewhere. Or sa atin, diba? Kaya parang sinabi na niya sa press ko na aangat yan sa college. I mean, hirap na.
Aangat sa college. Merong sinabi, Sun School. Lahat naman talaga.
Sabi naman daw niya, it's up to them. Naiangat sila sa NU.
So it's up to them. Lahat naman yan aangat sa college. Ang tanong, saan? Lahat naman yan.
Abang na lang sila. Abang sila na tawag dito.
Aangat sa college, pre, di ba? Aangat, pre, di ba?
Isang preview ba yan?
Aangat sa college, pre. Lahat naman aangat sa college.
Tama yan, tama. As in, abangan na lang kung anong jersey suot na lang. Kasi
anong jersey ang magagawa nila.
We will never know. Jared Guy at this stage last year, alam natin, magiging t-shirt, diba?
Tama.
Di ba? Lahat UP.
Kahit yung mga Atenista, Francis Lopez 2 years ago, akala nila mag-Ateneo siya, di ba?
Mag-Ateneo. Di ba? Actually, trade yan. Trade yung nangyari dyan eh.
Secret deal.
Nag-usap yan. Trade talaga yan. Trade yung nangyari dyan.
Kunin namin si Francis sa inyo, pero bigay namin si Jared.
Trade talaga yung nangyari dyan.
Ayan, so kita nyo dito, in our podcast, even after a loss, we're not saying something. We're not overly negative. Yun na lang. Kasi may ibang mga podcast dyan, baka sila eh. Alam mo na, pag talo pa yung investor eh. Talo pa yung ninong magalit eh. Bahala na kayo mag-figure out kung sino sila. Pero basta kami alam
medyo,
galit.
Medyo overcompensating eh.
Galit sa mundo eh.
Tayo kahit parang tawa pa din eh. Papaalala ko pala, may nag-comment sa Spotify natin. Thank you pala, Mr. Ramon. Sabi lang niya na less laughter. I mean, siguro if he expected na less laughter from a loss, nabawasan kasi nawala si Ajax. But tumatawa pa din. Di mawawala to. We'll find the light side of everything. I mean, that's how we are naman. And I think that's what makes the show good. Comment na lang kayo if gusto nyo ba ng more laughter, less laughter, or sakto lang.
Pati naman
we will take that on board naman all the time.
Pati ang buhay ay hindi nagtatapos sa basketball or sa sports. There's life. There's life, but there are other things in life na
unlike a certain Francis Lopez, hindi tayo na may personal dito.
Hindi tayo may personal dito. Chill lang tayo.
It's nothing personal talaga. So, yan. Just to cap it off, talo tayo sa NU by 9 points, 54-63. Yes, it wasn't the result we were expecting or hoping for, but it comes and talo tayo, but it's not the end. Like what Vic said, in a relatable way. It's not the end of the world, especially for us kasi may Final Four pa eh. And hindi pa naman naburahin twice to beat advantage because we lost to NU. It's a good test for us na natalo sa NU kasi we will expect any Final Four opponent we will have to play as intense as NU did kanina. So, I guess that's what we can really take away, diba? That's what we can really take away from the matchup.
So, actually nga, Brian, maganda nga yan eh, na last game pa natin, we got a taste of a possible Final Four game without the risk. Na wala pang implications agad. So,
and also let's hope na hindi nila i-book na sa QPAV yung Final Four. Ano pabalik? Sinabi ko yung Adamson game. Sinabi ko na Adamson game, doon na lang yung Final Four. De, binabawi ko na.
Pag NU ang host pag NU host ulit, yari tayo lahat ng laro sa QPAV.
Yung maganda dyan, guys, ano yun, alam mo na Lasal at UP, ayaw maglaro sa QPAB. So,
kaya pag NU nag-host, yari tayo. Puro QPAB ang laro
actually, lahat yan. Funnily enough, gusto ko mag-request ng 15 game for Ateneo and NU kasi sila na lang yung undefeated team sa QPAB. Maybe FEU pa pala, pero one game pa lang sila din.
Triple threat.
Oo, pwede. Tapos may sarili silang championship doon. We won't mind. Hindi tayo kasali. Okay lang.
May belt sila. May belt pagkatapos.
Para makuha yung reverse number 1 seed.
Diba?
Para hindi ma-relegate sa NCAA. Joke lang.
Grabe ka!
Ayan. So, we love natin NCAA.
Siglo 1.
Alam naman ng mga nakikinig.
Yes, alam nila. Alam natin Siglo 1. Yes.
Lalo na paborito natin Dr. Vic. Saka yung paborito natin
Dr. Lorenzo.
Dr. Lorenzo of EAC.
Yeah, favorite ka namin. So, sobrang favorite ka namin ni Brian.
Buo na ang araw namin pag napapanood namin.
Pag pinlas ka na sa screen, buo na yung araw namin. Yun yung ano namin.
Ayan, so that's the game today, the game results. Just to keep you updated if you want to support more LaSalle teams, athletics and swimming will start next week, November 17 to November 20. I'm not sure if palabas siya sa Pilipinas Live, so just keep an eye out on their publicity material. Pero if you want to support them up close and personal, sa Clark siya, sa New Clark City. And meron facilities yung track and swimming na ginamit ng SEA Games. I believe they would use the same ones. So so good for them to be exposed to quality facilities, diba? Not to say that before wasn't, but obviously state of the art na sa Clark. So let's support our athletes when we can there. The men's and women's football, they're in midway through their second round campaign, so also follow them. Chess, you can. Ewan ko kung paano mag-support sa chess actually. Like, how do you watch it? Do you just go there? Kasi ang dami, diba? Sabay-sabay yung games eh.
Hindi ka pwede maging palalabasin ka ng umpire.
Bawal.
Bawal.
Kaya mo nun, dapat dapat lagyan nila ng pep doon kahit isang bass drum lang.
Hindi na drum. Yung chess piece na yung pamalo.
Hindi. Di ba sa chess, touch move sa chess, di ba? Pag-hawak mo, boom, papalo. So, maguguluhan ka kayo. So, magkakamali ka ng tira.
Saan nagpa-plate na yung pieces? Tumalsik.
Maguguluhan ka sa tira mo kasi may pumalo ng bass drum. Tapos, Bryce, hit ko na rin. Table tennis will also start this weekend. So, Sunday,
saan ang venue nila?
It will be held sa Ayala Malls, Manila Bay. So, I think in the third floor.
Malapit lang sa amin.
So,
tapos,
merong I think meron dong laruan. And shout out kay Commissioner Pong Docanes. Yeah. Siya ang aming commissioner. Yes. Yata
and also commissioner of table tennis. So, dapat meron ng tagline doon.
Meron dapat stats sa table tennis. Yan. So,
kada service.
Yes. Ayan.
Kung saan pupunta yung bola. Ayan. So, that's about it for us. Abang lang kayo for the upcoming episodes. But actually, before we end the show, before we end the show, we would have to thank our sponsors. First of all, Blue Fire, for all your LPG needs, especially business needs. Just follow Blue Fire, get in touch with them. Lalo na anong branch ulit to, Vic? Yung favorite mong branch ng Blue Fire?
Kami Pasig.
Ayan.
Kami Greenwoods. Yan.
Yes, Greenwoods. Greenwoods Blue Fire kasi yung kahoy, gagatungan. Para lang maalala nila, I made that mnemonic up, di ba? So, Greenwoods branch, yung very close to Vic Start ng Blue Fire.
Yes.
Yan, the only blue that's right for you.
Love natin
for
yan.
us. Kasi, I mean, natalo tayo sa blue team, but actually, out of all the blue teams, ito na siguro yung okay lang kay Vic. And
the only blue that's right for you.
And also, brought to us by Sabi Skin.
Yes, Sabi Skin here.
Para ang skin natin, healthy and rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Looking kahit bagong kising ka or nasa
kahit
gym
anong
ka
stress
or
mo sa buhay.
Ka. Mawawala, hindi makikita through Sabi Skin.
Hindi makahalata ang stress mo sa buhay. Yan.
Kahit na anong kapal ng mukha mo din, kayang-kaya ng Sabi Skin yan.
Pwede kaya yan, no? Ayoko ituloy. Baka technical, baka matroll ako dito eh. Baka matroll ako dito.
Roasting episode na lang natin, come what may, win or lose.
Saka na, we will save it for another episode. Yeah.
And that brings me to the Blue Fire Derechuan hot take. I will offer my turn this time around and say that medyo related naman na din to sa summary ng discussion kanina. We cannot really read too much from this loss. Like what we said, this feels like a Final Four game, and fortunately, walang nabura sa advantage natin. And we've been saying this with confidence that even in the defeats, the LaSalle team has proven that they are together. And I think yan eh. Coming into the playoffs, either from a win or from a loss, if the boys stick together, they will win the championship. Yan na yung hot take ko. Sana ito yung hot take na magkatotoo kasi yung iba hindi. Pero to be more serious, sabi naman yun ni Coach Lopez sa press con kanina. Syempre, pag nananalo, everyone is happy, as in the togetherness is more evident. Pero you actually need it more in times of adversity, times of challenge, diba? And we can say that at least this result and how it unfolded, makikita yung masusubukan sila together, and nasa kanila naman yan how to rise together then. So that word in itself, together, is a big word for the team. Parang hindi sila maglalaglagan, they will help each other rise to the occasion once again. We have enough players, we have a good coaching staff, a good support staff, like yung strength and conditioning team natin, which we also credit heavily to the success of the team, rightly so as well. So ayan, makikita natin yung 3 weeks na yan, how they will utilize it. Of course, in the next game pa, ang tagal pa. So on that note, we will still keep producing episodes. So just keep an eye out.
Abangan nyo lang.
We will have an opportunity. We will have an opportunity to talk to 1 or 2 players, but we will not name names muna. Abangan nyo na lang kung sino sila.
No, secret muna tayo.
Kasi hindi pa sure. Pero yan, abangan natin when that comes out. Also, we will have an opportunity to talk about cheer dance, of course. Alam naman natin, Animus, a big part of, our, yan. Pag sa games, diba, minsan ka na lang nag-cheer.
Love natin yan.
Alam mo yan, Vic, minsan sa Lady Archers games, sila na lang yung naririnig mo ang nag-cheer. So,
sila lang yun nandun eh. Sila lang yung malapit sa amin eh. Sila lang.
So we will also spend some time, an episode perhaps, to discuss their upcoming cheer dance competition. Of course, that's what they're looking forward to the most every time. And then also we will have another mailbag episode. So comment on this, just keep sending comments. Kahit hindi sa episode na to, na comment on YouTube or Spotify. Also Spotify kasi most of the time our focus now is on YouTube but we cannot ignore the comments on Spotify as well. So if you are listening through Spotify, don't be shy, leave a comment there. It will get to us. So
Kasi we
ayan,
want those
and
mailbags.
regardless of whatever topic you want us to discuss, dami kasi mga 2 to 3 weeks pa tayong maghihintay ng game So we have a lot of time on our hands. So mag-comment lang kayo dyan kung ano gusto nyo pag-usapan. And of course, we will welcome them to selected topics. Of course, pag masyadong
With
madami,
open arms.
mahirap
We will welcome with
yan.
open arms.
Pero
Ayan,
unahan
so,
na namin kayo, yung kung magre-request kayo ng roasting episode after the season na. Hopefully pag-champion tayo. Para mas masarap, di ba? Unahin na namin kayo.
Mas masarap pag-champion, pero I think based on depende na lang sa mood natin. We would still do it.
Actually, ginagawa din naman natin eh. Kahit hindi special episode.
Actually, yung mga nagre-request ng roasting, may mga tidbits dito every now and then.
Oo. Makinig na lang kayo sa mga episodes.
But something to look forward to yan. So let's wait together for the upcoming games of the Green Archers. Also, I mentioned before the schedule and the upcoming teams in action ng Lasal. The UAP, of course, is not just basketball and volleyball. While most of it is in terms of media mileage, we also have to show support to the other teams. So that's where we are. I don't think we have 12 more minutes or something to make it to Millie's magic number. Wala, 54 points tayo kanina So hanggang 50-something lang tayo today.
Pwede naman tayo mag-continue sa Recticano.
Recticano.
Joke lang, ayoko.
Ayan. So, and also to follow up to what Kiko already announced, if na-miss nyo yung announcement na yun, kasi usually it happens late. Subscribe kayo to our YouTube channel because once it hits 1,000 subscribers, we will give away something special to the lucky subscriber. So, madali lang naman mag-subscribe. Libre lang, one click of a button, di ba? It's all we ask for. And also watch our episodes, di ba? That will be a big help, of course. So, yeah. Any shoutouts pala before we totally end the show? Vic, may gusto ka bang i-shout out na listener or another kind of person? Anyone?
Wala muna. Hindi ako ready sa shoutouts ngayon Hindi ako naka-ready.
Sige.
Bawi ako next episode.
Ayos lang. I-shout out na lang natin si Don Lim for your time. Former Green Archer. Nanalo against Lasal. Future
sige.
engineer
Last
daw.
game pa niya.
Yes.
Tinanong ko siya actually after the game. Sabi niya, may extra satisfaction ba kung natalo mo Lasal? Sabi niya, wala naman. So, I mean, at least, maybe you will see him watching the Lasal games. Let's see. How about you, Willie? May gusto ka ba i-shout out?
Ako, shout out lang to KQ, Kevin Kiambao and Mason Amos who will be joining the Gilas team for the FIBA. For the upcoming FIBA game.
Former Green Archer,
Jamie Malonzo.
Jamie M. Yeah, Jamie M. Yep.
So special shout out. Alam naman namin you'll make us proud, not just Lasalians but also Filipinos everywhere.
Blue lang yung suot niya pero okay
blue lang
sige.
pero
sige na nga. Blue yun na.
Okay lang, blue yung yellow trim. So blue plus yellow.
Green naman yun. So ayun, good luck guys. Hope you play well. Hope you stay safe and have fun. Yun lang naman.
Gilasal yan, Gilasal.
Yes,
Gilasal.
Yeah, medyo refreshing nga actually to see a national team na basketball na maraming Lasal products because I think for much of the previous decade.
Bakit? Saan gagaling yan, Brian?
Bakit? Dati ba ano?
Para saan ba? Saan ba galing? Di ko na alam
Bakit ba dati? Doon ba sa
nakita akong shirt na
galing sa God's gift of basketball ba yan? Galing sa God's gift of basketball? Ano gano'n?
Galing sa currently 4 and 9.
Kaya it's talaga yan.
I was put in the spot.
Ang buhay ay parang isang gulong. O, di ba? Di mo masasabi talaga
And ako, idadagdag ko lang sa shoutout ni Willie kay Shainel Campo and kay Laika Teves, part
Yes,
of our
yes.
national team.
Yep.
Ayan, so good luck to you. Of course, as much as you're part of Lasal football team, you're also proudly part of our national team na magko-compete sa Southeast Asian Futsal Championship that we are hosting. So also if you can support them alongside Mason, Kevin, and Jamie. Yan, malaking din yan. Pride natin as Lasal community na we can have players representing us. Sabi nga sa classroom Lasal an achiever for God and country. So, embody that.
Yun.
Ayan, actually may 8 minutes pa tayo para ayoko na patagalin.
Hindi ka naman nag-uwi nun. Nung fourth year ka, hindi ka nag-uwi nun.
Ayoko masita ng DO
Pero alam niyo talaga, nung time ko, parang nagka-issue may nagnakaw nun yung sign na yun sa isa. Sa LS ata may nagnakaw nun
Ingat kayo sa ganun, sir.
Sa LS kaya kasi mababa lang
Pero mababa lang.
At saka babasagin na siya. Yung yung plaque na yung nakikita mo na nakakabit sa mga office. So, ang hirap. Dati yata kasi parang lang siya yung karatula lang.
Kahoy
Kahoy.
Yung kahoy.
Kahoy yun kahoy.
Ngayon, glass na siya Tapos yung pagtatanggalin mo, either babasagin mo yung i-unscrew mo.
Natuto na.
Masyado na mahirap. As in, halata na pag ginawa mo. Pero yun, sayang. Hindi, joke lang. Baka bawiin yung TOR ko dyan. Baka sabihin, hindi na ako Tagalasal. But anyway, congrats to our athletes and good luck as you represent the Philippines in your fields. So, ayan, di ko napapaabutin talaga. Yep. Alam ko, it's matagal pa hintay natin. So abang-abang na lang. Yeah, almost nice. Not nice. I mean, mahirap maging nice if, match the mood. But, yeah, let's regroup together. Wait for the upcoming games. Keep tuning in to the Quiver podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Spotify, subscribe to YouTube as we advertised, and yeah, hope to hear from you after this episode. So, on behalf of Willie and Vic, I'm Brian. Thank you for listening and watching the episode. And even if we lose, as we always say,
Animo Lasal!
Animo Lasal!
Hey! Ay ako.